Welcome back, everybody, to A&M Reviews. It's Muhammad and Adrian, and today we're going to review the film Beast. But essentially, this film is about a father and his two teenage daughters find themselves hunted by a massive rogue lion intent on proving that the Savanna has but one apex predator. So, what did you get from the film Beast?
Yeah, so Beast wasn't my favorite, and it was just because it wasn't believable. I remember when I saw the trailer for the first time, and I said, "They're really going to have Idris Elba fight a lion, aren't they?" And that's what it was. That Idris Elba fighting a lion and winning. The way he won, I guess, is believable, but the fact that he was alive for as long as he was not. So. Yeah, was not a fan of how unreal this all truly was.
I would agree. I think that the ending is very unbelievable, but there's not much of a plot here. I mean, this film is pretty short. It's about an hour and a half.
Right.
And it goes by pretty quickly. There are some very tense moments. But his daughters really get in the way. And, you got this lion just running around trying to tear up people. But it's entertaining in parts. But
yeah, in parts. And I feel like his daughters were getting away both as characters in the film and the young one particularly as an actor in the film. I did not care for her at all. And there was and I was to the point where I was nitpicking her performance because there was a certain point where they're using a walkie-talkie, and for some reason, the screenwriters chose for him to explain how to use the walkie-talkie, and then she visibly does it wrong, and it just kind of bothered me a little bit. But she wasn't the best. She's young, but. Yeah, I just didn't care for her performance at all. Idris is being Idris, which is fine. I found it more hard to believe that he was a doctor, actually, than someone fighting a lion. But yeah, didn't quite work for me. It did give me Jurassic Park vibes, kind of like the sneaking around, being seen, that kind of stuff.
In a bad way?
No, not in a bad way. More so in nostalgic way, because the new Jurassic Park films or Jurassic World films, they don't do a lot of the just creeping around and don't move, it can smell you and all that, or it can't see you, kind of moments where I feel like this one kind of did do that. So that was, maybe not creative, but it was nice. But the actual story itself, didn't really care for.
There's not much of a story there. I did like how they did a lot of one shots where they were panning the camera around the characters and just showing, the lion could come from anywhere at any moment. That made the moments very tense throughout the film.
Yeah, I agree. I did. The way it was filmed there was decent. But again, you're right. That story, there wasn't much of a story. Wasn't even a believable story anyway. And that's what we got.
But any other thoughts before we get into spoilers?
They kind of make it out to seem, to me at least, in the trailers or so, that this lion is genetically superior in some way, but he's actually just a regular lion. And even though I find it hard to believe someone would survive a lion attack anyway, the fact that he was just a regular lion also bothered me, because he felt supernatural until the very end.
Yes, especially because of how smart they say the lion was. Like he wasn't just tearing through people immediately.
Different. But was he though? Like you're talking about him like he's King Kong, but King Kong's actually a regular monkey. Like I don't really care for that.
Thanks for watching, and if you would like to be featured on our podcast, make sure to click the link in the description.